know if you know this, or where you are, or what day it is where you are, but here in real life, in my house, Christmas is coming. I'm wearing my Christmas sweater, and I'm real excited. I decided that for the next few weeks, in order to get even more pumped for Christmas, I would tell a version of the Nativity story. I went to Catholic school for 14 years of my life, so I'm basically a certified expert on God. You're welcome. So here's the true story that I wrote in the perspective of Mary, who's J-Dog's mother. It goes like this. Dear Diary, last night I was visited by an angel. I woke up and there was this guy in my room. He was so tall he seemed to go all the way up to the ceiling. He had enormous white wings as big as tree branches and a white tuxedo and white tennis shoes. Everyone mostly just wears robes and sandals around here, so the getup was mega impressive. At first I thought I was still dreaming. I made the angel pinch me a few times and splash water in my face before I really believed that I was awake and that the angel was real. Do not be afraid, Mary. You have found favor with God. You will be with child and give birth to a son. I could barely believe it. He said some other things about kings and patriarchy and stuff, but I was still stuck on this pregnancy thing. My cousin Elizabeth is pregnant and she's already gained 20 pounds. When the angel was leaving, I asked if I could try on his shoes, and he said no. I asked if this pregnancy would make me fat, and he said I had more important things to worry about, and he disappeared, leaving feathers all over my room. Dear Diary, Joseph says an angel came to him too. He may just be making it up because he prays way more than I do and was super jealous when I told him I get to have God's baby, but he seems pretty happy about being God's baby's stepfather or whatever. Of course, Mom doesn't believe me that it was God who knocked me up and not Joseph, but she's going along with it because otherwise I'd be stoned to death, and that would totally suck. P.S. I've gained some weight, but I'm not nearly as fat as Elizabeth. Dear Diary, I went to hang out with Elizabeth, and she's in real bad shape. Her ankles are as round as oranges, and she's blown up like a balloon. Apparently, her son's got some sort of divine God powers as well. She says it was dancing in her womb or something, but honestly, I'm sick of talking about it. Joseph says when we have this kid, we have to name him Jesus, because the kid will save the people from their sins. Apparently that's what Joseph's angel told him, but I want to name the baby Heathcliff. Joseph says maybe that can be a middle name, but I don't see why Jesus can't be a middle name. Heathcliff J. Christ sounds just as good to me as Jesus H. Christ. Dear Diary, I'm writing this from the back of a wagon in the middle of the fucking desert. Caesar Augustus wants to count every Roman in the world, and Joseph and I have to go all the way to Bethlehem or wherever that is. I'm boiling hot, and this demon baby keeps kicking on my bladder. There isn't even cell phone reception out here, so I can't even tweet my frustrations. So, that's the first part of the Nativity story. Spoiler alert, Jesus is born. That doesn't come until later. Thanks for watching the first part. Tune in next week to find out what happens. Thanks for watching.